on forward. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around. Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Smith. He gets this to Myers. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Madden football brings you the divisional.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down. Working out of the gun, Smith. Going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He pulls it in around the 5. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Gino. That is caught by the tight end. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. It's going to be incomplete. They'll turn it over on down. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Richardson operating from the pistol.
Men football brings you the division.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Right to the air with Smith. And his first pass falls incomplete. Broken up by a big guy at the line. So it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Smith. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it deep downfield. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that's good for a Raiders first. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Smith back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
It's a gain of 4. And that's a Vegas 1st down. They give it to him again. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Quiddy Pay there to take him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down. Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Smith. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. First and 10 now from the 30. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. 1st down, Smith to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. He lets one fly deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
This finds Likely. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. And again, it's Smith. That's incomplete on 4th down. The drive picks up here. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They'll throw again. Richardson on target to Downs. And he's tackled for a short gain. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. Richardson on third. Touchdown, Indianapolis! So, Brock, this offense... Slot man in motion left. Smith on first down. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hand off to the back. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. And they're short.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Dowdle runs it in for the Las Vegas touchdown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chip. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw it. That's taken in by Etienne. And they stop him. He's marked down along that. A gain of 12 there. And that's good for Raiders first. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the red zone now. What a clutch play. They'll come up 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions.
Touchdown! So they... 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. It's caught, Warren. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Colts pushing to get within range for a game winner. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, Richardson. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. Looking for the back that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. To throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Setting up to pass. Rolling left, buying some time. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. Hauled in by Downs. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Taylor now, up the middle. Down to the 10. And they're going to do it, Brock. He'll look to throw it. Got him deep.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Here's Lawrence. Flush to his right. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 47 yards. And the Browns are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back to throw, Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 46 yards rushing for him now. A great start to this AFC title game. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Trey Tucker from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And bulldozing his way through. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Lawrence will throw. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now Lawrence to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Go, let's go. Hey, Ron.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 72 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They'll try the air now with Smith. A short one there, caught by Likely. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. That's caught by Tucker. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the gun, here's Smith. Dancing to his left. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Hey, Lion! 13 loop!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Lawrence. And that's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. After a return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Geno now to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Hey, here we go, hey.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A shotgun snap for Smith.
Open man is Tucker. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A great play there. 35 yards.
And the Raiders have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Max Crosby, his 2nd sack of the night. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ford.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
Red on red.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Let's go.
Now Lawrence.
Being chased out left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence.
Buying time to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Hey, run. 11, add it.
They run with Ford. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Red, 23.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Keenan Allen. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns will add to their 4th quarter lead.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the 50, it's Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now Geno. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
The Raiders on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Smith throwing again. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's 1st and goal. To throw is Smith. Touchdown! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, sir.
Again, they turn to Ford. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
And he will have the Browns 1st down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Lisa 24. Silver.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 27-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ford. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?